Hey, good morning. It's 6:20 a.m. in Saint Jean Pied de Port. So last night was a pretty restless night, I think, for most people. The dorm was loud, the floor was creaky, maybe 4 out of 5 hours sleep at most. The rest of the time was staring at the ceiling. I'd say about 5:45 a.m. the first people started stirring. By 6, everybody in the room was up and packing. So at 6:20, I'm getting ready to head out now because there's no point in sitting around for nothing. Might as well get moving in the dark. But just to give you an idea, 6:20 in the morning, I see no pilgrims walking down the main street here. All right, so we're a couple kilometers outside of town. I was just about to check to see if I'm on the right route because I haven't seen anybody in a little bit. When you see a vending machine out in the middle of nowhere with water and snacks, I'm pretty sure I'm on the Camino. So, didn't know that was going to be there. That's what it says, if any of you can read French. All right, it's before sunrise, but after first light. See the big mountains that we're headed for. We got sheep to the right, cows to the left. All right, this is looking backwards towards Saint Jean. This is about 1.5 kilometers from Orson. When you get up higher, you keep looking back at almost the same view, but it just keeps getting even more magnificent. Hey, I'm not sure how much of this you'll be able to see on an iPhone, but these views are simply incredible. 1 mile to go till I get to Orson. So I'm almost a third of the way there, a little less than that. But views behind me, simply magnificent. They make all the effort to get up this hill worth it. All right, so made it to Orson. That's just about 1/3 of the way for today. Still got a bit of a way to go up. See, today I think is the 2nd of September. It's cool, it's maybe 60 degrees. And I left with 3/4 of a liter of water, and I still have almost half of that, and I can refill here. Oh, no problem. So, I'm going to refill my water here, take about a 10-minute break, and then head over the mountain. I think there's still a food truck ahead where I can grab something later to eat. All right, looking back on Orson. Neat view. You can see all the pilgrims just coming down into Orson. All right, so still going up this mountain. Maybe 2 clicks past Orson. Looking behind you, the views are incredible. And looking in front, we have horses. So just to be clear, there are no fences here. These ponies are allowed to wander wherever they wish. Hey, buddy.
Morning.
Good morning, Wayne Camino. Sheep as far as you can see up this mountain. This is a place where a lot of people have pulled off to take a rest. We're still going up. Alright, so just past the 12-kilometer point a short while back, so I'm about 12.5 kilometers, and that means I'm halfway. But the first 20 kilometers is probably the most difficult because it's the uphill. So I got about 7.5 more kilometers of up, then 5 more kilometers of down. The views have been incredible, almost the entire hike. I mean, simply beautiful. So we just left the food truck. He had a little map drawn on the side. It said 1 more kilometer to go up, and there it is right in front of us. You can probably see pilgrims off in the distance. They're going pretty much up. 5 kilometers to flat, and then 5 kilometers of down. And that would get me into Roncesvalles. So, there's the more as we go. So it looks like they have like this help point. It also says free Wi-Fi. We're up here probably past the halfway point. That's okay. It's okay. On the mountain. So that is available here. There's also a water fountain here. So we're as high as we want to go. We got some flat, and then we go down. So I guess you could say I summited the Pyrenees, at least as high as this trail goes. Guess what? I'm crossing into Spain. Just fields here. Some purplish flower. It looks like heather, but I'm not sure if that's what it is. Beautiful mountain views. Over there we have ponies walking up the mountains. And right behind me, pilgrims. Off in the distance there's the border marker. It says Navarre, which is this region of Spain. I've been to Spain several times before. It definitely holds a special place in my heart. But I've never been north of Madrid, so this will be a whole new experience in Spain for me. Alright, so they told me 5 kilometers of flat, which I must be coming to the end of, and then 5 kilometers down, but I see pilgrims way up high on that. Looks like we have to go over that ridge. So, at least one more climb today. Right just ahead there, we're starting the downhill, and there's an option. You can take a steep path or a little bit longer, not as steep. I'll definitely take the longer one. I think this is where a lot of people injure themselves, even though the injuries don't show up for a day or two later. They take the steep path and it does hard on your feet, your ankles, your knees, and even your hips. So get ready to head down there into Roncesvalles. The horses are still supervising all the activities on the Camino, even as we started descent into Roncesvalles. So I took the less steep route, but it's a little longer. So I got about 4 kilometers, or just over 2 miles, to get to my destination. All right, so just arriving at the albergue. Doors are closed. I guess they're not open yet. Not many people here waiting, so. Hey everybody, just chilling with a Recevino Tinto in Roncesvalles. Hike today was rough, it's long. Pretty tough hike. I mean, it's 25 kilometers for 15 miles, and it's a lot of vertical, and then the descent will break your knees on the way down. But I'm all checked in now to the albergue here, and sitting down with a glass of wine. Then I had to go shower, change my clothes for tomorrow, and yeah, it's a lot. What's really difficult is living out of a backpack, and you don't have enough room to like move around and organize things like you would if you were in your own bedroom or something. So learning to live out of the backpack is one of the toughest things. So anyway, that's where we are so far today. So this is the courtyard of the Albergue de Roncesvalles. I would film inside, but honestly it's so packed in there with people trying to check in and so forth that it probably would just be intrusive. And this is the building we're actually in right here. All right, so this is what the quadplex looks like at the Roncesvalles Albergue. I was in here with Andy, Sung Hae. She's from South Korea?
Yes, South Korea.
And what was her name already again? I can't remember.
Margot.
Margot was from South Africa. Andy, I think, was originally from South Africa and now lives in England.
That's right.
Hey guys, it's actually day 2. I'm in Zubiri, but I didn't have a chance to do a recap
or a final video cut for day one, coming over the mountains. Really difficult hike. What I would recommend is if you're over, this is just my recommendation, and I'm not a pro, but if you're over 40, unless you're like a marathon runner or you have done some serious training for the Camino, stop at Orson. 20 and 30-year-olds, your legs are so young, you can just blaze away and go right over the mountain. But it's a pretty brutal hike. I mean, I trained hard up on the Appalachian Trail and so forth, and man, it was really difficult. So anyway, that's just my thoughts. I would stop at Orson if there's any doubt in your mind. Young people, 20 and 30-year-olds, you guys can, your legs will carry you forever. You can just blaze over the mountains. So yeah, that's just my thoughts on day one. It's an incredibly beautiful hike, but it is very challenging. There's when you're almost to the very top, there's a truck there that serves hot chocolate. Stop there and get a hot chocolate, because it's cold up there. Even in early September, which is still summertime, it was cold up there in the middle of the day. So I had to, everybody was putting on jackets up there because it got so chilly at the top of the mountain. I don't know what the exact elevation is, but it's up there a ways. Views are unparalleled, as good as any hike I've ever seen. So day two, as it turned out, was the same way. So that's how I'm going to wrap up my hike on day one. Hope you're enjoying the videos, and hit the subscribe button, please.